It started with the smell. Not rot, not something you could explain, just wrong. Like dust in a place that hadn't been empty long enough to collect it. Mara noticed it her first night in the new apartment. A studio on the 6th floor of a building that should have been condemned, but was charmingly vintage, according to the listing. She didn't have many options. It was cheap, and she was tired of running. She'd take peeling paint over her ex's fists any day. The landlord, a man with 2 wide eyes and a handshake like cold meat, had said, "Don't mind the noises, old pipes." He didn't mention the extra door. It was flush with the wall at the back of the apartment, half covered by a heavy blackout curtain. No knob, no keyhole, not even a gap beneath it. Just a pale white door like a misplaced bone. At first, she thought it was a maintenance panel. She left it alone. By the second night, the noises started. They came at exactly 3:13 a.m. Not groans or creaks, not rats or wind. 3 knocks, software, measured, deliberate. Mara woke in the dark, heart racing, unsure if she'd imagined it. But the sound wasn't a dream, not when it returned the next night, and the next. Always at 3:13, always 3 knocks. She tried ignoring it. Headphones, pills, vodka, nothing helped. On the 5th night, she called the landlord. "There's someone messing around on my floor," she said. "At night. Knocking." He paused for a long time before speaking. "No one else lives on 6. Click. She stared at her phone, tried calling back, straight to voicemail. That night, she didn't sleep. Sat in bed with every light on, a kitchen knife under her pillow, eyes locked on the curtain. At 3:13, the knocks came. 3, calm, like a neighbor who knew you were home. She didn't move, didn't breathe, until something new happened. The doorknob turned. There hadn't been a knob before. But it turned. She stared, heart hammering, as the curtain fluttered. Something behind it shifted, slow, smooth, like it knew she was watching. Then silence. No door opened, no footsteps, just silence. She moved out of bed at dawn, tore the curtain down. The door was there, still knobless, still flush. She touched it, ice cold. It pulsed under her fingers. She called a locksmith. When he arrived, she pointed to the door. "I need it open, or removed, whatever you can do." He frowned. "There's nothing there." "What are you talking about? Right there." She turned. Nothing. A blank wall, no frame, no curtain, no door. She felt dizzy. The locksmith gave her a look and left. She didn't sleep that night. At 3:13, the knocks came. 3 again. Only this time they came from the closet. She hadn't opened it in days. Didn't have much to hang. She didn't check. Just sat on the floor until morning, whispering to herself. The door was gone. The door was gone. But she knew it wasn't. Not really. On the 7th day, Mara packed. She didn't know where she was going. Just not there. She had 1 suitcase. As she zipped it, the lights flickered. Once, twice, then off. She froze. A knock. This time from the bathroom door. She hadn't closed it. It knocked again. 3 times. She reached for the knife in her coat pocket and crept toward the door. Opened it. Nothing. No one. Only her reflection in the cracked mirror. She turned to leave, and her reflection stayed. It watched her, smiled, and whispered, "Room for one more." She woke up screaming in a hospital bed. Bright lights, white walls. No one around. She was strapped down. A nurse entered, smiling. "You're awake. You've been in observation for 3 days." What happened?" The nurse checked her chart. "You were found wandering the hallway of your apartment building, covered in blood, saying something about doors." I need to leave that place. It's not safe." The nurse nodded slowly. "You're not there anymore, Mara. You're safe now." But when Mara looked at the door to the hallway, her blood froze. It was pale white, flush with the wall, and it had a knob. The nurse left. The lights dimmed. She stared at the door. At 3:13 a.m., the knocks came. 3 of them. Measured, patient. She screamed. No one came. And from behind the door, A voice whispered, "Room for one more." 2 days later, the bed was empty, the straps torn, the window open. They found the nurse locked in a supply closet, shaking. "There was a door," she kept saying. "She went through it." "There's no door," the orderly said. "Doris, there never was." But the cameras, they told a different story. At 3:13 a.m., the feed showed Mara standing at the wall. And the wall opening, white, seamless, and something reaching out, pulling her in, then nothing, just the wall, just silence. They say Mara still knocks. Somewhere. In apartments with heavy curtains, in hospitals at night, in old buildings with forgotten rooms. Always at 3:13 a.m., always 3 knocks, measured, patient. And if you listen closely, behind the door you'll hear her voice, soft and inviting. "Room for one more."